The Hibernian rebuild continues into Season 3. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland 90. It's the FIFA 23 Hibernian FC Rebuild to Glory. Yes, we're rebuilding Hibernian. And over a 5-year period, we're hoping to take them right to the top of Scottish football and to win the Cinch Premiership. Now, this is the beginning of Season 3. This is Episode 5. And we haven't exactly got where we want to be yet. First season we finished 7th. Second season we finished 5th. I mean, it's not great. The only positive we could take, well, there's two positives. We've improved from the second year to the first year. We finished 2 spots higher, and I think overall the team has got better. But make no mistake about it, if we don't finish a lot higher this season, I want at least 3rd. We gained 2 places from Season 1 to Season 2. I think we should be aiming for at least 2 places this year from 5th place to 3rd. We also have added in European competition as well, which is a positive, but you could also argue it's a negative, that it could prevent us, it could hinder us in the league, but we'll take that chance, and I'm sure we will need to make the squad a little bit larger with those extra European games, although that is assuming we qualify. I'm sure there will be a qualifier, and there's no guarantee that we're going to win that. But let's have a look at the squad. Let's see what the squad looks like then heading into the season. Let's look at our starting 11. So in nets, we've got Fruital. We brought him in. He's done a good job. He's 72. I'm sure his rating is going to go up over the next couple of seasons. And I see no reason why he will not be our number 1 goalkeeper. He will be the goalie that is with us from now to the end of the season. I think he's been really good since we brought him in. And I think his rating is only going to improve. So yeah, Fruital, I think, is a man that is here to stay. Moving into the centre-back positions, we've got Bashuri and Gordon. 69 and 68. Gordon, matter of fact, he was the first signing we made in this career. He is the best rated centre-back we have at the club, and he is currently the captain as well. So, I mean, Liam Gordon, I think he is good. Could we improve on Gordon and Bashuri? Of course. Of course we could. We could sign a defender that is higher rated, and perhaps that is something we'll be looking to do. But right now, I don't think it's a disaster, although you can notice that our weakest part of the starting 11 is our defence. So 69 Gordon, 68 Bashuri. On the right-hand side, we've got Caden, 69. And on the left-hand side, we've got Krabraja, 68. By no means is the defence bad. I mean, ratings-wise, it's a solid defence, especially for the level of Hibernian. However, is it a good enough defence if we want to try and win this league? Probably not. So we will need to see improvements from these players. Either they need to get higher in the rating, they need to improve with age, or we need to replace them. It's as simple as that. In the midfield, we have Joe Newell, and the new signing who just arrived. We got him last season on a pre-contract. Alan Campbell now comes into the team, and he's 73 rated. So Alan Campbell, I expect to be a mainstay in this team. Could we make a replacement on Newell? Possibly. I would like to get a more defensive-minded midfielder as well. But right now, I think Newell is probably, I'd say out of the options in midfield, he's probably best of the rest once you take away Campbell. So Joe Newell will partner him, I think, to start the season. In front of them, we have Knight, who's 74 rated now. I was recommended by a subscriber to replace, well, not replace Knight, but Greg Watterson wanted me to buy Louis Sibley from Derby County. And I looked at him, and I was going to buy him, but Louis Sibley is 70 rated. I just don't see the point of bringing in another Cam when we have a 74 rated Cam. Otherwise, I would have done it. But I'm not going to spend a couple of million to bring in a guy that is literally going to be sitting on the bench. It's different centre-backs. It's different centre midfielders because obviously there's 2 of those positions. But with the Cam role, you only really need 1 player for it. And I just don't see the need for us to waste our budget bringing in someone to, basically sit and be second fiddle tonight. Now, you could argue you always need backup, but I think we have backup on the bench. I mean, you look at, there's, Campbell, there's Doyle Hayes as well. There is Henderson. There's players that can play there, so we're not going to bring him in right now. But Knight up to 74, fantastic rating. And the front 3 is looking pretty deadly. Got Martin Boyle, 73. Got Kevin Nisbet, 75, who is a goal-scoring machine. And on the left, we have the guy that we signed last year, Van Brederoid, who has been really, really good, and he's up to 74. So I'm expecting lots of positive things from this team as we get into the season. Now, as Season 3 has begun, we haven't signed anybody just yet. I'm not ruling it out. I just haven't seen the right player yet. So we will kick off the season. I believe we're taking on Motherwell, and if we can get some players in, or even a player in, before the before the summer transfer window ends, then brilliant. But if we don't, then I'm not going to panic, because I do believe this team right here is good. But I think even if we can't improve on this team, I do think we need a couple more bodies in as we try and compete in several fronts. Because if you look at our bench, we've got Alfaro, another striker, we've got Melkerson. I mean, we do have players here, but when you take into consideration that we have possibly a lot of European games coming up, I just think we need a little bit more in terms of numbers. Even maybe another couple, maybe 2 or 3. Even if they're not first 11 quality, just another couple of players to come in and pack out the bench a little bit. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, guys, as the transfer window comes to an end. All right, so here we go. First game of the season. It is at home. It is at Easter Road, and it is against Motherwell. So fingers crossed we can get off to a good start. I mean, these are the kind of games that we should be winning, and we could. Oh, we've taken the lead already. It's Kevin Nisbet. Less than 5 minutes in, and the goal-scoring machine, Kevin Nisbet, is continuing where he left off, not only in Season 2, but also in Season 1, where he actually scored more goals than he did last year. He starts off with a goal, and that's a fantastic start there for us. So I was talking about how we really could do with a win today. Well, that's exactly what we're getting at the moment. We're winning, and who knows, it could be 2. It is 2. It's Kevin Nisbet again. It's absolutely fantastic. 13 minutes in, I spoke about this team had improved. And my God, I know it's only Motherwell, I know it's only one game, I know we're at home, I know it's only 13 minutes, but damn it, what a start we've made to this game. We're coming forward once again, and we're all over Motherwell. And Motherwell trying to get the ball cleared, and they end up kicking it for a throw-in, so we're pressurising them here. Kevin Nisbet on for a first half hat-trick. What's this all about? Boyle, I tried to pick it Nisbet. Close. Hibs now picking up the ball at the back. Nisbet again. He could have been greedy there. Nisbet, it's a good save by Liam Kelly. Liam Kelly keeping Motherwell in this one. It's still 2-0, but you feel like there's just more goals to come here for Hibs. This passing's great. It's Kevin Nisbet, and he makes it free. Kevin Nisbet. Wow. What a start to the season. Kevin Nisbet, the hat-trick hero on the opening day. And we're only half an hour in. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Kevin Nisbet trying to make it 4. But that shot there just past the post. God damn it, man. Kevin Nisbet absolutely on fire here. Fantastic stuff. There we go, 40 minutes and 5 minutes for the break. I mean, there's no excuse for us not to see this game out now. And, we should be looking for a clean sheet. Maybe add a few more goals and get off to the best start possible in this campaign. The 2024-2025 season. Could this be our year? I said we need to improve on the first 2 seasons. So far, we've done that. We've absolutely pummeled Motherwell in the first half there. And we will leave the players on for a little bit longer, but we're going to make 5 changes relatively soon in the second half. And, of course, we'll take Nisbet off. We'll get Alvaro on. We'll give him a chance. And hopefully he can get a goal to kick off the season as well. Maybe bring on McCurdy. Yeah, we'll basically swap everyone around. And we'll try and get some players game time. We'll keep everybody happy here. Martin Boyle now, can he make himself happy? Nisbet, I could have had a 4th goal there. Kevin Nisbet almost right. Let's bring on Alvaro. Kevin Nisbet's probably going to be annoyed that he probably wants more goals, but let me see. Miller. We'll bring on Miller. We'll bring on Fish. We'll just bring on players like we'll bring on McCurdy. And we will bring on Campbell. We'll bring on Campbell for night. There you go. Changing it up. And Hibs again now looking. Oh my God, great stuff. It's 4. And it's Van Brederoid getting a goal on the opening day of the season, man. It couldn't have went much better. It honestly couldn't have went much better. 4-0. Unbelievable start here. And the Hibs are flying high, and surely this result will put us top of the table. I know it's only one day, but screenshot it, guys, because I cannot see. I thought it was in. I thought that was in, but I was going to say, I honestly cannot see after this result how we're not top of the table. It's going to take a tremendous... Oh, man. Clean sheet's gone. Callum Slattery. Who knows? If we keep this defender up, we might not be top of the table. But yeah, no, I mean, with this start, we should be sitting first after week 1. You would assume so anyway. It's going to take a massive result for somebody else to, leapfrog us in the table. But let's regroup here. We do not want to concede another goal. Let's keep the goal difference going. Let's make sure it's a big, big win. I mean, 4-1's good, but as soon as you get to 4-2, the gap does begin to narrow, and all of a sudden, considering you were 4-0 up. It doesn't look that impressive, but we're trying to push for another goal here. 5 minutes to go. It will probably end 4-1 here, but Motherwell's going to try and get another one back. Motherwell lose out, and now his on the counter, perhaps Alvaro. There's a chance here. Cabraja's out. It gets Cabraja off. Ah, it's saved, and I don't know how that's not went in. It should have been 5. It won't matter, though. We got the win. It's 4-0 victory. We'll take that. We're happy with that. And then you can see some other scores. Aberdeen winning, Celtic winning, Rangers drawn by Hearts on the opening day. So yeah, let's have a quick look then at the table. I'm sure we are sitting top, and of course we are. What do you expect? When you win 4-1, of course you're going to be top. And that is where we sit, guys, after match day 1. Absolutely buzzing. Honestly, that could not have went much better. Alright, so since that win against Motherwell, we've followed up with another win and a draw, which currently puts us second in the table, ahead of our next match, our 4th match of the season, which is, of course, against Hearts in an Edinburgh derby that we very rarely win, but a lot at stake here. We win this one, and we very well could go top of the Cinch Premiership just as the transfer deadline day window is about to come to an end. So we're going to go with this team right here. It's the best team that we have. It's our strongest starting 11. We're going to stick with it. Hearts, you can see they've got their new signing, Yusuni up front, no Shankland, got Ginelli on the left, Bakari on the right. We're going to quick sim it, and we're going to hope, we're going to pray that we finally come out on top against Hearts. And again, we lose. We always seem to lose these Edinburgh derbies. NISBET put us ahead, but it wasn't to be. Hearts came back. 2 goals for Alex Cochrane. Damn it, man. Damn it. And as we head in then to the transfer deadline day, I'm pretty sure that will knock us down the table a little bit. It does. It puts us down to 3rd. I mean, still pretty close. We're only 3 points off the top. We're level on points with Hearts and Dundee United. We're above Rangers, who have only won 1 game out of their opening 4. So, yeah, we're doing something right. But that was a big chance for us to not only win that game, but go top of the table there. So, could be an opportunity gone. And, of course, we play Rangers next, which will be a massive game. Okay, so we were recommended by another subscriber, Just Kano, to sign David Tavares. That's one of the players he has in his team. And pretty much every time he gives me a player to sign, they are good. So I thought, you know what, let's take a chance with this guy, because I do believe that we need a good centre defensive midfielder, which this guy appears to be. He looks like a big, strong guy. You know, he's pretty big, he's very heavy. So I'm hoping that he could be a CDM that fits into our team and can help take our midfield to the next level. So we've agreed a £1.6 million buy, which we will now go in and try to accept and then negotiate with him. I've no idea what rating he is, though. So this is absolutely news to me. The guy could be 65, the guy could be 75. I'm hoping he's closer to 75. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm willing to take a chance. If it fails, it fails. It's just a waste of money then. It's money being thrown down the toilet. He wants important contract. That's fair enough. We'll give you that role. If he wanted anything less than important, then I would begin to question how good he actually is. So, 4 years. Yeah, that'll do us. That'll see him out to the end of the season. So I'm happy with that. We'll disregard the release clause. In terms of wages, I'm not sure what his current wage is. I've no idea really knowing that. I'm going to offer him 6,000 with a 100k sign bonus. I think that's fair. Again, I don't know what this guy's on. But we'll see. I guess he's going to be... Wow. The wage you're offering is a bit of an insult. I wasn't aware how much he's on. Damn it, looks like he's going to walk on out. Do not even get a handshake. No, we get nothing. I've had enough. They're like, no. Insulting offer. Alright, maybe in January we'll come back for you. How am I supposed to know how much you want it? Why not at least tell me? Why can't we at least negotiate? Why the fuck do you just walk it like a little bitch, you know? Why not be like, yeah, I don't agree with that offer. Give me this amount. And I'll be like, right, okay, we can do that. But no, he just gets up, tucks his tail between his legs, and fucks off back to Portugal. I mean, what is that all about? Alright, so fortunately, the transfer window ticks down. An hour left, and we're not going to be able to sign anyone. So, yeah, we've made a bunch of efforts to bring in some free agents. There was a couple of centre-backs I was looking at just to try and get some numbers in. But we couldn't agree financial terms, and unfortunately that means that, yeah, we finished the season, or we finished the transfer window with no signings. So, yeah, there you go. I wanted to improve the squad. I wanted to add numbers to the squad, and we haven't been able to do that, which sucks. Now, we did get drawn in this group for the Europa Conference League with RC Lens, KAAA Ghent, and FC Zurich. So, I mean, it's a pretty difficult group. It's tough. I mean, there's no easy games in there. But at the same time, I'd say every game's winnable. So, this is a group that we should be looking to get out of, even though I know it's going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult. Of course it is. I think all four of these teams are capable of beating each other. Let's just hope we can beat them more times than they beat us and that we can advance into the later stages. Not only because we want to do well in Europe, but also brings in money. And the more money we get, the more players and better players we can bring in for this rebuild in an attempt to turn Hibernian into the Scottish Premiership winners. So yeah, Europe is massive, not just for performance-wise and to try and do well on a European front, but also to get more money into the club and to enhance that transfer budget. So, 3 months later, and it's fair to say things are going pretty well. So we followed up with a draw against Rangers. We then went on to win our next 2 games, which included a 3-1 win against Ross County, and of course a win in our opening European game against FC Zurich. After that, it was a 3-0 defeat to Celtic, but I mean, most teams lose to Celtic, so I'm not going to be too critical. We then followed up with a 3-2 win against St Johnstone. Moving in to October, we got a draw against Ghent, which gave us 4 points after 6 games in Europe, which was good. And then we also went on to beat Aberdeen. And at that point, I thought, you know what, we're loving life. This is going to be a great, great season. Unfortunately, what followed after that was 2 defeats, one to Dundee United and one to RC Lens. But we backed that up with a 4-1 win over Livingston before moving into December, where, if I'm being honest, the results were pretty ropey. We lost to Ross County again, and then got a draw against RC Lens and drew against Rangers and drew against Dundee United. So some points there I think were definitely dropped. But we finished off the month of November with a big, big win against FC Zurich. And that means it's 2 wins out of 2 against Zurich in the Europa Conference League. If we played Zurich every week, we'd be all right. We'd be fine. But let's look at where that puts us, guys, in the table. And it's a familiar position for us. It's not where we want to be, but we currently find ourselves in 5th. And like I said, I think there's just been too many games, too many drop points in the league. You know, some games that we should have won, but we didn't win. Now, the only good thing is, I would say it's relatively close. I'd say we can still get second this season. Rangers are struggling. Celtic, on the other hand, are not struggling. They've got 12 wins out of 14 with 2 draws. So I think this early, I do believe the league is over. However, we are only 6 points off Aberdeen in second, so we can still go for the title. I'm sure of, not the title, we can still go for second place. I'm sure of that. But even if we can't get second, even if Rangers, you know, find the form and pull away, we're still really close to Hearts and Aberdeen. So, yeah, we're doing okay. And in terms of Europe, we're doing more than okay. We are, well, no, we're not in the Europa Conference, we're in the Europa Conference League, so wrong table. We're currently sitting second. Now, RC Lens look like they're going to go through. We have a game against Ghent. We don't even need to win it. All we need to do is draw it. Zurich can't do anything. They've lost every single game. So we go into this game against Ghent knowing that we can't top the group, but we know that we don't even need to win to go through in second place. All we need is a draw. And with that said, guys, let's get into it. I believe it is the next game coming up. It's Aberdeen. So we'll play the Aberdeen game, and then we'll get into this game against Ghent and what a game that is going to be. Our front line is a little bit tired, but I can't take Kevin Nisbet out. I can't do it, guys. We're going to keep him in. He's not 100% fit, but he's 76 rated. He stays in the team. And we get the win. It pays off. Did he score any goals? He didn't. Boyle and Campbell with the 2 goals. Duke pulled one back for Aberdeen, but we got the winner with 15 minutes of time. So brilliant stuff. And that brings the gap between ourselves and Aberdeen now down to 3 points. So, yeah, that was a big, big win for us. But up next, it is the big one, the real big one. We're going to find out whether or not we will be in Europe after December. All right, then, this is how we line up for the biggest game of our season. We get a draw, we go through. We get a win, we go through. Obviously, if we lose, we do not go through, and we go out. So everything on the line here. Hibernian up against Ghent. Also, I don't know what has happened, but something crazy's happened with the remaining player contracts. It's like everybody is demanding huge amount of money now, and I'm not exactly sure why. I don't know if it's because we've got ourselves into Europe that maybe the players think they deserve more, but the players all of a sudden are like demanding huge, crazy amounts of money in order to continue next season. And I think it's insane. It's absolutely insane. So a lot of these players actually might not be here next season. I'm going to... Oh, nice goal. It's Jason Knight. Good goal. Now, we're going to try and keep everyone that's in the starting 11, but, I mean, the fringe players... I mean, we had Harry McCurdy turn down £8 grand a week. I mean, what the hell? Harry McCurdy turned down £8 grand, honestly. Why does he think he's worth more than £8 grand? Personally, I wouldn't give him £8, but he wants £8,000 a week. Well, I mean, he turned that down. He wants more than £8,000 a week. I think that's unbelievable. So, I don't know, a lot of these players are just refusing to stay. Chris Caden, actually, he wants, like, I think he turned down 11,000 a week. So I don't know what we have to do here. I'm actually worried that quite a few of these players could leave on a free. Now we have got Fambaroy down. I believe we got Knight as well. So I mean, we have some players committed to the future. Fambaroy, though, I think we had to put a £15 million release clause in, so he could go if someone decides to match that amount, which I hope they don't. But I mean, it is a possibility, and we're all over Ghent here. It's a good first half for us. But we really, a second goal, I think, would... Oh, it's another great save. I was going to say, I think a second goal would pretty much seal it, considering we only need a draw. But so far, we haven't got that. And Ghent get in to the half with a 1-0 deficit. They'll probably be happy with that, because they've been so bad that they'll probably consider that a success, getting to half-time, only trailing by 1 goal to 0. But let's see then how we can go on in the second half. Again, coming forward, looking to put this game to bed, looking to book our place in the next round of the Europa Conference League. Ghent, though, trying to get back into it. Oh, and they have. It's 1-1. It's Sam Oice with the goal. And now we are in a bit of trouble, because if we concede another one, we're out of Europe. So, yeah, massive now. The last half an hour here is absolutely massive. Let's bring on some fresh legs. We'll bring on Kenny, a defensive-minded player. Let's bring on Alvaro. We'll bring on McCurdy for Fambaroid. That'll probably do us. You know what? Knight. Let's go a bit defensive. We'll go Knight in there, and we'll bring on Fish, and that's hopefully going to be enough to see us out for a little bit. Good tackle for Cabraja. Right, go. Come on. Get us back in front. Give us the breathing space that we need. Social distancing time here. Time to get away for Ghent. Can the ball come in? It's a chance, and it's away out for the corner with 22 minutes. It's not a corner, it's a goal kick. Very surprised by that. I could have swore that would have been a corner, but I mean, I guess not. Now Hibs again coming forward in this right-hand side. Martin Boyle, a player that we're desperate to keep here. Oh, look at the space. He was in the middle. And I don't... Who's number 20? Number 20 should fucking be killed for that. It's Kenny. I mean, Kenny was through. He had Alfaro in the middle and he didn't choose him. Oh, and he's just scored. He's made up for it. Kenny with a goal. Brilliant stuff. And with 11 minutes remaining, we get ourselves in front. And that should do it now. I'm not saying that wins us the game, but surely we won't lose now with the lead and only 10 minutes remaining. I think that's been tipped over the bar by Fruital. It has. Crucial save there, because if that went in, that would have given Ghent a small chance. It would have given them some hope. But now, I think there is no hope for Ghent. I don't expect them to pull this one back. Ball into the box. It's cleared away. Ghent now coming up for the midfield, guys. And that is it. We have done it. We are into the next round of the Europa Conference League. You just love to see it. Alright, guys. So there's definitely something clearly broke here. So all these players with 7 months remaining are players that aren't willing to extend their contract. We look at Mikey Devlin. Let's go to delegate renewal. They want between 11,000 and 15,000. That's absolutely insane. Let's say we're going to offer him... Alright, Mikey Devlin never even gets to play. Let's say we're going to offer him 4,000. That's fair. He doesn't want it. He's not... He it's 63 rated. It's not willing to accept 4,000. That is insane. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if the game's bugged out or all these players overnight have just turned into greedy bastards, but none of them will accept contract sign. Kevin Nisbet wants like 50 grand a week. So I think we're going to lose Kevin Nisbet at the start of next season, which absolutely sucks. But or at the end of next season, I just don't see how we get him to stay. Now, we could try and cash in on him and try and get money, but I don't know if that's going to happen either. Okay, let's just say for argument's sake, we're willing to offer Boyd as high as 25,000. If he doesn't accept this, then what can you do? And he's willing to accept 24.5. I mean, it's not it's not great. It's not great at all. I mean, what are we supposed to do with that? I mean, these these amounts that these players want are absolutely insane. I mean, I'm not going to take Devlin, Henderson. I mean, I would like Cabraja and Caden since they're both part of our first team, but the amount of money that these dudes want is insane. Right, let's see if we can quickly here. His current wage is he's only on 2,000. There's no way. There's no way he should want this much. Okay, we'll offer that. Disregard. Release clause. He wants deny release clause. At least so he wants 10 grand a week. Fuck me. Let's give him 7. They want 10. They're just not budging. Right, let's give you 8. 8's fair. Fucking alright, we'll give you 10 then, you greedy bastard. You happy? You've got 10. I guess working with them face to face, I don't know, kind of works out a little bit better. Let's negotiate with Cabraja as well then. I probably should have done this with some of the others. I was just trying to quickly get these deals sorted, but yeah, 3 years, that'll do. No release clause. I don't want a release clause. Okay. 7,000. I mean, that's not too bad. It's a little bit better. But let's see if he'll accept 6,000. He should accept. I might see. So they want. Will you accept 7? Let's try and get £100 off it. It's not quite what the lad was wanting, but yeah, he's hopeful. Fair enough. So we've got a couple of players there. Newell, Kenny. You know, Kenny's so young that I kind of want. Yeah, let's try and keep Kenny at the club. I mean, Newell at 31 years of age. I mean, we can probably let him go, if I'm being honest. Now, Kenny's only on 900, so there's no reason why he would. Let's say 5 years. Yes, that's what we're looking for. We don't want a release clause. That's good. Free fit. Well, that's actually okay. No, we'll just give him that. We'll just give him that because that's not a bad wage. Henderson. I don't think any of the rest of these players are really. We'll try and get McCurdy because I do think he performs well for us. So McCurdy is the last one we're going to try and get here. It seems like they are more reasonable if you try and speak to them when you try and delegate. They're just, I don't know what is wrong with them. Let's see if we can. Okay, he only wants 3 years. 3 years is fine. I mean, this season's not going to last another 3 years, so 6. Let's offer 6,000. Will he accept it? It's not quite what the lad was wanting. Okay, I'll take it. Nice. While we're here, actually, let's see if we can. Final one. Let's see if we can nail down. Okay, I'm having to pay Martin Boyle 24,500 a week. That's insane. Let's see if we can nail down. Kidding this. Oh my god, he's not available. Why is not? Why not? Why is he not available? I'm not too sure about that. But anyway, right, we'll deal with what we've got, okay? I'm happy with that. And if you look at league table, guys, we're still 5th, but we're still close to the pack. So we're still 6 points behind Aberdeen. We're only a point behind Hearts, and we're 4 points behind Rangers. So that is it, guys, at the halfway stage of the season. We are in 5th place. I'll be disappointed if we finish in 5th, but I do think we'll move up. I think we're playing well, and I think we can finish higher than 5th place. Possibly even 3rd, maybe even 2nd. Who knows? It depends if we can keep this form up. And maybe if Aberdeen and Rangers drop off a little bit. But anyway, guys, that's it for episode 5 of the Hibernian Rebuild to Glory series. I will catch you in episode 6. We're officially at the halfway point, and we're not exactly winning league titles, but you can definitely see some progress. As long as I don't, give every player 100 grand a week, then we might be okay for the next couple of seasons. But that's it. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. And until then, peace.